Hi ducklings, I'd like to introduce you to a friend of mine called Aqua Blossom. Now Aqua Blossom is a little bit shy and doesn't usually come out to talk to people, but let's see if we can get her to come out and say hello to you.
Aqua Blossom, look, it's me. The ducklings are here to see you. Will you come out and say hello?
Nothing's happening. I tell you what, maybe if you all try, I'll count to 3 and then you say, Aqua Blossom, come out and say hello. Shall we try it? You ready?
1, 2, 3. Aqua Blossom, come out and say hello. Oh. She's hiding again. Shall we try one more time? Perhaps say it a bit louder this time. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Aqua Blossom, come and say hello. I think she's coming. Here she is. Ducklings, meet Aqua Blossom.
There you go, Aqua Blossom. Now you've met all the ducklings. There's no one there. Well, we can't go into school at the moment, can we? So all the ducklings are watching us at home. Now, Aqua Blossom, now that I've got you here, I've got an important job for you to do. I'm going to ask you some questions and I want you to tell me if they're possible or impossible. What does possible mean? Well, possible means when something can happen, like it's possible for the sun to come out in the daytime. What does impossible mean? Well, impossible is when something can't happen, like it's impossible that we can grow wings and fly.
So, Aqua Blossom, here are our signs. This one says possible and this one says impossible. Now I'm going to ask you some questions and I want you to show me whether you think they're possible or impossible. Okay, are you ready? So the first one is, can a goldfish live out of water? Is it possible or impossible? What do you think? Yes, you're right, it's impossible. A goldfish can't live out of water, can it? If you take a goldfish out of the water, it won't last very long. So, next one. Can a cat say woof instead of meow? What do you think, Aqua Blossom? Possible or impossible? Yes, you're right. Cats can't say woof, can they? They only say meow. Okay, I've got another one. Can a person turn their head all the way round in a circle? What do you think? Are they allowed to move their feet? No, they can't move their feet, Aqua Blossom. They've just got to turn their head in a circle. Do you think it's possible or impossible? You're right, it's impossible. I can only turn my head from side to side. I can't turn my head all the way round in a circle. Now I've got another one. Can I step through this piece of paper? What do you reckon, Aqua Blossom? Can you have a go? Go on then. If I put it here, let's see if you can walk through it. Could you walk through it? No. Well, do you think that I could walk through it? Would it be possible or impossible? You think it's impossible? Okay, so you think it's impossible because you can't do it. Well, Aqua Blossom, I'm going to show you that I can walk through that piece of paper. I'm going to show you that it's possible.
Right, so I'm going to show you that it's possible to walk through this bit of paper. So first I'm going to fold it in half lengthways. Make sure you're watching Aqua Blossom. Okay, so I folded it in half. It's still the same piece of paper. Just folded it in half. Then get some scissors. And I'm going to cut some slits from the folded edge, but I'm not going to go all the way up to the top with the slits. Just some slits about halfway through from the folded edge. There. Okay, and next I'm going to cut the edges of the folded slits. Okay, the folded edges, apart from the ones on each side. Okay. There. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is cut some slits from the other side. So this is the side that opens up. I'm going to cut some slits on this side now, but again just going halfway up. I'm not going all the way up to the top. There. So it's still the same bit of paper. I've not taken any of it away. I've just cut it into some slits. So now I'm going to walk through it. Ta-da! I walked through a piece of paper. So do you believe me now, Aqua Blossom, that I can walk through a piece of paper? Well, that's just like one of the people we're going to learn about in our Bible story over the next 2 weeks. It was just after Jesus had died on the cross, and all the disciples were really sad. They were all hiding and they were really scared and sad. But then Mary comes along and says, Jesus is alive. Do you remember hearing about that in our Easter story on Tapestry, Aqua Blossom? Jesus had lots of friends and followers called disciples, and they didn't know whether to really believe if he really was alive or not. But then Jesus did come to them. We'll see that in our story in a minute. They are so happy and excited to see him, but one of the disciples, Thomas, wasn't there. So when the disciples told Thomas about Jesus coming back to life, Thomas didn't believe them. He thought it was impossible for a man to come back to life. Well, you would think it was impossible, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Well, Jesus wasn't just any ordinary man. It would be impossible for any ordinary man to come back to life, but not for Jesus, because he is the Son of God. Let's watch this Bible story now, and we will find out all about it.